Good morning, America. All patriots on the blue planet. This is Ramblin' Randy reporting from the deep piney woods of East Texas on the southern perimeter. I think it would behoove us all to join together in spirit and in mind and have an American revival. And we need to use an AR to win this battle. An AR-22 and start becoming very proficient with the to-be-created AR-24. That stands for American Revival, the year 2022. Are you catching my drift? The AR was there at the American Revolution. There was an American revival that fought off the British, and the great Paul Revere carried the message of the AR to the people. Friends, we need to become friends of Paul Revere and spread the word to all critical thinking American patriots that love the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the rule of law applied equally to all. We need to get the message that we have content, we have data, we have proof right in front of us that we'd like to show you. And so you can focus your attention on a solution to this chaotic mess globally created by those that were at the Battle of Waterloo and before, that's lived on to today. And I speak of the global bankers. They are the apex of our problem. But there's no defense that the bankers can put up against an AR, because an AR resides in the heart and soul of those people that fought off at Concord, that fought off in Hiroshima, that fought off in Vietnam, and fought off in all places around the country that we thought we were going to fight for the freedom of those people, to come to find out now that we were nothing more than mercenaries, using the good spirit of the American wanting to help other people to become a civilized and civil society and blend in with the rest of the countries around the world. And the bankers don't want that. They want full global dominance. Shit yourself not. So unless you pick up, as you can see on the screen there, Mr. Steve Bannon, a naval officer and great American patriot, he understands that we need an AR. An AR-22 is the only weapon that we can use in 2022 when the elections come up. That's American revival, people. The American revival in 2022 starts right now. AR-22 Brigade. Steve Bannon, we need to study him daily. I'm sitting here right now. You're looking at Steve. He has a live broadcast going on the warroom.org. Warroom.org. And you can also find him over at Real American Voice. Great people that are allowing Steve and all those to put forth the truth. They just had on this morning Dr. McCullough, that can tell you in no uncertain terms that that is not a vaccine. You're not getting inoculated against a particular virus. That is a program, an operating program that is injected into people to change the actual DNA, the God-created DNA, your matrix, to change that to become something other than full human. What they're trying to do is block us from the divine through our mind, to block off that source of all good, that intuition that's given only from the source of our Creator. They're trying to block that. And if that sounds crazy, just come and join us. The University of Paul Revere will be a tutorial that will teach all Americans and show them the facts that we need an American revival, and they can read for themselves. And once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life, no fault of their own, learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. Dr. McCullough is putting together a conference that's going to take place this coming Sunday. And today is, what is today? 17th, I do believe, of May. And he is going to put on a conference. He's going to have Judy Markovich on there. She knew Fauci for 30 years and told the world that he was weaponizing a virus to use against the globe, particularly the U.S. This is all out in the open. As it was said in one movie, can you handle the truth? Can you? Can you handle the truth, or are you just going to turn a blind eye, cognizant dissonance, to selective memory loss, to turn a blind eye and not face it? To me, there's two sides of silence. One where I pray and I get my through meditation and prayer to get my strength and power to go on. The other side of silence is to know something like I'm telling you here and to sit idly by and do nothing, and to me that is treason by proxy. You're a coward. If it wasn't for the brave people that laid down their life in all the battles that we've had, especially here in the U.S., that laid down their life so that we could sit here today in what was a free country. As we see them regulating, mandating, out scope of the Constitution, we are free men and women that are endowed by our Creator with certain rights, and that is to make a decision. We didn't choose to be a part of this cooperation that they created in 1871 called the United States of America. We are part of the Republic of the United States in case-sensitive form, not all caps. If you don't know what that means, we'll teach you. We're going to have I guess we can call the University of Paul Revere that you need to attend. And you need to tell every single person that you know that loves this country, that does not want it to go down the tubes of Marxism or communism or socialism, you need to tell them that they need to take the course at least for 1 month so that they can be armed with the facts, and then they can make their decision. What side of the line are you on? Once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life, no fault of their own, learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest, and you'll be faced with a question: what say you? Today I'm sitting here listening to the War Room that comes on Central Standard Time from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and it's extremely powerful. We will be teaching and narrating, as I am now, the War Room every single morning until we deploy our fully powered AR-22. That's American Revival 2020, and we bring this thing back home. We put some ropes on this damn wild bronco, and we tame the wild bronco, and we drive out the demons. I never in my wildest dream thought that I would be sitting here proclaiming to the people we need to be American patriots and we need to defend our law and order. All of my life, I've been on the wrong side of the law, period. End of discussion. That's full transparency. But one thing I did know during all those times is that the law was the law of the land. And I respected the police officers, even though I was on the wrong side most of the time. But now I defend them because they need those laws to keep people like myself reined in. And now I've turned over a new leaf. Everything that I've learned, which is a lot, I can show you how we can take down the dark side. And in the process, you yourself drain off and acquire for yourself a tremendous amount of energy, which means money. You can have that house on the hill if you're a patriot. I'll show you how. Just tell your story to other people, and that story is come over and listen to this crazy guy named Ramblin' Randy. All you've got to do to get... I will show you step by step that all you need to do is probably what you're doing now. I'm sure that you go out and you talk to your friends about what a mess this is, but nobody's doing anything sitting there having coffee. Nobody's doing anything. You know, something I learned a long time ago is that horses run faster when they got good food and water. And so you need jingle in your pocket. I'm going to show you how to get it. All you've got to do is tell your story to your friends and tell them to join with us, the Friends of Paul Revere. Learn that we need an AR, an American revival, and we need that in 2022, or we lose this great experiment called America. We will lose it. That's fact. You know, it's time for all good men and women to stand up and think about the generations to come. If we sit idle, what would you... There, I have a video. You can go over to the friendsofpaulrevere.com, and you can see a gentleman that talked when he was there at the rally on January the 6th, that he could not sit idly by and do nothing. He could not sit silently by and do nothing. He stood up. He went there. And they used their black magic to turn that gathering of patriots into something that was bizarre and still continues to this day. Forget all that. We need to create beyond their headlights. We need to get together and let them drive into a scenario that we've created that's good, that is based on the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the rule of law applied equally to all. Tell everyone. If they're seeking money, they need more money, because most of the people listening to this don't have the money to go out and get all these 25-year lasting food supplies and things like that. They're sitting there sweating bullets, and they ain't even got any bullets. Oh, shit. So we need to get together, and I can show you I need your value. Your value is going out and spreading your truth. Your truth. If you truly love this country, you don't need money to do that, but you will be rewarded money from our members for going out and building our base. We are in a university. We will have a tuition to take this course, because if we didn't have a tuition, it would be worthless to you. You would have none of your value in it. You wouldn't be vested. By putting your hard-earned energy or money into something, you are vested. You have your spirit, your soul into that, because you worked and created the energy that other people noticed in you, or your services, your work, or what have you. They have given you their energy for your efforts. We need a fair exchange of value for the efforts we're putting forth, and we're not getting it. I can show you how to get that. And the value you have right now is spreading this word like Paul Revere. And for every single person that comes in, you're going to get the lion's share of their tuition. We are not after money here on this end, on my end, on the platform side. We are not in for the money. The money is just a vehicle to create for us phase 2 of this. We are at war, and we need to train the troops now. There will be a tuition to be trained, but we'll give you that tuition back when you bring another person in. Simple as that. If you need more money, find more patriots, and you'll be anointed. And tell them to go out and do the same. And all you've got to do is simply listen to me. That's it. The Spirit of our Creator will flow through you when you hear us talking, because everybody is a teacher and everybody is a student. There is no difference. One day you'll be teaching, and all of our members will be anointing you with tokens of appreciation from the value that they gained from the content that you delivered or your story that you gave to us. We'll hear it, and we will anoint you with small tokens of appreciation. We got enough people. Hey, what's a penny times a million? Could you use 10,000? And all you did, what was inside of you that you should be doing anyway. So join with me and become a friend of Paul Revere. Become proficient at using and knowing that the AR-22 is our most powerful weapon on the planet. That is a revival, American revival in 2020. This is Ramblin' Randy on the deep piney woods, in the deep piney woods of East Texas. We have a brief moment of sunshine today, so I'm going to go out and enjoy it, but I'll be spreading the word. I spread the word to the clerks at the convenience stores, to the checkout people, to grocery stores, to the people standing around at the gas pump. I tell them, by God, they're trying to steal our country. What side of the fence are you on? Get that damn mask off your face out here walking around. What the hell is wrong with you? You've been sucked in by those people. That's black magic. Anyway, God bless you and the horses you rode in on. Subscribe to this channel. It won't be here long. I know that. And you can see very few people are listening. And I shouldn't be sharing this kind of information to the public like this anyway, because they'll counter it. We need to be sub rosa. That means below the rose, a private investigation and dissemination entity. We'll be hosting on the rabbitholeherald.com. That will be our platform. We'll share information. We'll have conference calls. I would like to have them 24/7 and narrate things like I'm listening to Steve. Let me turn this up a little bit, let you hear what's going on Steve Bannon's War Room right now.
How the intellectuals, how they're also financiers, and they got the working end of a ore right here. The indispensables. It's out today. Patrick K. O'Donnell, if you want combat history, this is it. Short commercial break. We're going to come back in the War Room with the revered.
Go over and listen to Steve Bannon War Room every morning at fix it to your time zone at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and go to the left coast the other direction. Ramblin' Randy. Once a person who has been honestly mistaken all their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Go out, smile at a stranger. You never know when you're in the midst of angels. And everything in life starts with a single thought. Have great thoughts and you'll have a great life. Ramblin' Randy, we down.